Good evening and welcome to the first edition of the MoneyGram on Air program. Now, the program to interact with Ghanaians in the diaspora on issues that affect them. Now, MoneyGram on Air, it's a partnership, or it's a program in partnership with Diaspora FM. Now, if you have tuned in, why don't you encourage your friends to also join in this discussion? Now, please do not hesitate to send us all your questions and comments. Now, this program is made possible by MoneyGram and Diaspora FM. And our distinguished 22 banks basically across Ghana. Now we're having some challenges with our internet, so those of us who've hooked onto the Google Hangout, we're working on it and we promise to connect to you and make sure that as the program goes on, you get a fine feed to interact with us. Now very often our relatives in the diaspora would prefer to hold on to their savings in bank accounts instead of sending cash directly to individuals and pay school fees or build houses for them. Today, we all discuss ways of banking for non-resident Ghanaians. Before the comments, we're supposed to take some message from our sponsors, but let me do it right in here because you know it's the best way to send money across the world. That has to do with MoneyGram. Welcome back, and today we're looking at ways of banking for non-resident Ghanaians. Our two guests are very experienced in the diaspora banking issues. We have Mrs. Salinya Kopong, that is a diaspora banking manager at EcoBank, and Mrs. Ajuasafo Kome is manager of executive diaspora banking in Stanbic Bank or at Stanbic Bank. My name is George Wiafe, and I'm your host for this program. Welcome to MoneyGram on Air. Beautiful ladies, welcome to the program.
Thank you.
Let me first start with Ajua. When we talk about diaspora banking, you know, I've heard a lot about diaspora bonds and all those things, but what is diaspora banking?
Diaspora banking is simply bringing banking to the doorsteps of Ghanaians who live abroad. So for people who are looking to send money, to remit funds to pay for, say, school fees for their awards, people who are looking to come to Ghana in the future, probably retire in Ghana, buy a home, that's what our target market is for, and that's diaspora banking.
So someone like my auntie in Holland, this is a product targeted at her?
Absolutely.
Let's come to Madam Sally. I mean, can a non-resident Ghanaian legally operate a bank account here in Ghana?
Yes, that is true. I mean, a non-resident Ghanaian abroad can open such an account in Ghana. It is so simple. All that you need is a passport. We need 2 passport-size pictures. We need a proof of address. And then you probably go online to download our application form, fill it, and it takes...
Interesting, because I was coming to the question about what are the requirements for that person who is in maybe France, Paris, Milan, wanting to send money to her son here in Ghana? What are the requirements?
As I mentioned, you will need a passport and probably a Ghanaian passport, a passport that has not expired, a passport that is very active, or even a passport probably if you are a resident over there, because in the passport it is indicated that you are a Ghanaian. Okay, we get to know you of your background. And you also need 2 passport-size pictures. We need a proof of address, probably your driving license over there, and then the mandate card, which you can download online, then the form, the application form itself.
No, you're talking about the requirements here. So when it comes to those specific accounts, what kind of accounts can that person also open when it comes to this diaspora banking?
Diaspora banking accounts operate just like the accounts that we operate in Ghana. So you can open a savings account, a current account, or any of EcoBank's deposits or investment accounts. We have a savings account, we have deposit account, IDA1, IDA2, IDA3, IDA4. The IDA simply stands for investment deposit account, and so you can open it on any of these accounts.
Now let me switch to Ajua. Let's just say somebody is in maybe UK and that person wants to open such account. How do I go about it?
Okay, so for potential customers in the UK, if you're looking to open an account with Stanbic Bank, you send an email with your name, your phone number to heartlandbanking@stanbic.com.gh, and we send you your application form together with the signature card and the requirements. And the requirements again are the 2 passport-sized pictures, proof of residence, and then a copy of your passport. What we do though is to ensure that you're who you are. These documents have to be notarized by a notary public. And then a copy of it is sent over to us through the email, the heartlandbanking@stanbic.com.gh. So, I mean, we would wait in courier for your physical documents to come in. However, you can still operate your accounts. And we don't restrict you on what kind of currency to open an account with. You can open it in Ghana cedis, Great British Pound, for somebody who's in the UK, that might interest them, in Euro, in US dollar, as well as the South African Rand. So there are several currencies that you can open your account in, so you're not restricted at all.
If you listen to us live on Asempa FM, yes, this is the MoneyGram on Air program, a program that is trying to discuss on how Ghanaians in the diaspora can still bank. If it's live on the internet, that has to be with the Google Hangout. This is the MoneyGram on Air program, and it's brought to you by no better way to send money across the world. That is MoneyGram. Now let's move to our second part of the question. And for those who are thinking, who are these beautiful ladies joining us on set to have this discussion? That is Madam Salinya Kopon, is Head of Domestic Collection and Credit Monitoring, and also in Diaspora Banking Manager at EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank. And also Ajua Sapowa Komi, she's Manager of Executive Diaspora Banking at Stanbic Bank. I hope I got that designation right. So let's move on to our second round of questions. Now, it's about in the era where you have a lot of issues about anti-money laundering and terrorism financing and all those things. What are some of the safeguards that you have in place so that if genuinely a friend of mine is sending me money from US to Ghana, there are some safeguards in there?
Okay. So, for funds that are coming into Ghana, of course, you would have indicated on your application form what sorts of funds that we should be expecting from you. So, of course, when the normal flow of funds are coming through, then there's no problem. However, if you have unusual activity going on in your account or unusual inflows coming for account, we do have a compliance department that's dedicated to ensuring that funds coming in are legitimate. Of course, if it's transfers, they're traceable from the source bank to us. So that's the part that we have a compliance department that takes care of that. However, in terms of ensuring that maybe instructions coming from you, safeguarding the banking for you from the UK, if you send funds, for instance, if you are sending us an instruction, to us, you send it through an email indemnity, which you would have already provided on the application form. You would have indicated to us what email address that you'd be sending your instruction from. So we would, at that point, ensure that you're the same one sending to us by giving you a call, verifying the information over the phone, and then acting on the email indemnity to go about your business.
Let me move to Madam Salinya Kopong. And for you, again, in these developments like this, are there any restrictions where the no-go areas for these things? Because I'm still trying and monitor the inflows that are coming through the system. Are there any restrictions?
Restrictions, yes. To every bank, there are restrictions in relation to the services or the product. And to add to even what she has said, with EcoBank, we have this secured inbuilt mechanism to track and then to monitor all inflows. And concerning restrictions, definitely because of the compliance department, anything that is channeled through our system that shouldn't have been is, monitored and is tracked down.
Let me come to one issue that is very dear to my heart, and it has to do with charges. I've had friends outside who've complained that I prefer giving the money to a colleague to bring it down here, because when I use these official transfer mechanisms, the charges are too much. Okay. What are some of the charges, let me come to Ajua, that comes along with these transfers?
Okay, so there's the usual charge that you would pay if you, from your originating bank to us to send a wire transfer or SWIFT transfer to us. However, to maintain the Diaspora account itself, there is a minimum operating balance for you to have. You have to maintain an equivalent of 5,000 Ghana cedis, and we give you 3 months to build that balance. Any time that you fall below that balance, then you get charged a fee, which is now 17 cedis, 50 pesos. That excludes VAT. So for a customer who is looking to build savings, and that's really what the Diaspora banking is for. People who are looking to build savings over time to either purchase a home and to, do other things that they dream of. So, the minimum balance again is 5,000, and the charge is 17.5 if you do not maintain that balance.
Now, let me come to Madam Sally. For accounts like these, one would basically ask that. It's an interesting development. One would ask that what are some of the charges that comes along with, and maybe can I open some of these accounts online? If, for instance, I'm far away and I say, okay, I still don't want someone to come in here and do that for me. Can I do that online?
Right, let me answer the second question first.
Okay.
Online, yes. You only need to go to our website and then apply online, www.ecobank.com, and then you can download the form, add all the necessary requirements as already mentioned, and then you take it from there. Now, with concerning charges, I think ours is rather on the lower side. If it's a current account, it is 10 cedis flat per month. If it is a savings account that you open, it doesn't attract any charges at all, but rather some interest. If it is any of our investment account, it also attracts interest. Now, with a foreign, we have two different types of accounts. We have the foreign and we have the forex. The foreign is the one that is the wiring of the funds into your account here, or the transfer account. Definitely, if money is wired through that account and you want to withdraw some of the money from Ghana, then that is where we apply 3% of the face value of the check or the amount that you are withdrawing. We are actually not obliged to pay you the foreign currency, but if we have it, then we will pay you. Alternatively, what we can do is that at a negotiable rate, then which is highly competitive, then we can pay you in cedis. With the forex, there are means to actually deposit it into that account, either somebody coming down, a relative paying in the physical funds over the counter into an account, and with that, it doesn't attract any charges at all. But then what we also do is that in case you want to withdraw the money or some of the money, we can pay you in the currency that you deposited the money, or probably at a negotiated rate, we pay you the cedis.
What excites me is about the bit about the negotiated rate. But can I ask my cousin to do the opening on my behalf, or is it allowed?
Here it's a bit difficult because what is the mandate? The signature here should be your signature, so definitely it cannot be opened in trust. Actually, you need to go online. We need to have a relationship with you. We need to know our customer. That is why we fill the KYC form. It is very important. We need to know. Nobody can open such an account for you. It's unfortunate that in Ghana, EcoBank, we don't actually open these accounts, not yet, by proxy. And so we do the online now.
All these things are part of the safeguard measures that you're putting in place.
That's right.
Interesting. Let me come to Ajo, and I know Stanbic will be one of them. Can you tell me some of the banks that offer these products if you come to these diaspora accounts and all those things? I know Stanbic will be the number one that you were going to start with. So tell me the other banks as well.
Absolutely. So of course, the Stanbic Bank, we offer diaspora banking. There's EcoBank. Fidelity Bank also offers some sort of diaspora, banking. However, of course, Stanbic Bank is the main bank that you have to go with when it comes to diaspora banking.
And Sadia's, what can you share with me? Because I know you're
I
also
would-
going to
I would
start
say-
with
I would
EcoBank.
say
So
it's EcoBank.
EcoBank number one. Let's move on
EcoBank
to
is
number two.
one, and I mean the record shows that we're really doing very well. You can look at our charges; it's really on the lower side, and so number one, it's EcoBank.
So I should tell my friend to why
yes,
is EcoBank.
yes,
But
please come to
Joyce also
EcoBank.
here.
I
She
want to
mentioned
make.
Stanbic Bank.
I just want to make a quick comment about her charges that she mentioned. She mentioned 3% of the face value for withdrawing. A Stanbic Bank is 2.5% if you're withdrawing your currency the way it is. Ours is a bundled package. So 17.5 might seem like a bit, but it comes with a gold Visa card for the current accounts. We allow you to take money outside without any fee. For you, in case you actually need your funds, you have the gold Visa card for you to take funds from. We give you a gold checkbook. You have access to free internet banking to manage your finances yourself. So, I mean, and the minimum balance again is 5,000, and it's equivalent in the related currencies. So again, that if the target market is for those who are saving, and obviously you would maintain that balance over time. And once you're doing your other projects, we'd also offer mortgages as well. So, I mean, Stanbic Bank does have products. I admit my EcoBank is also doing very well. However, when it comes to Diaspora banking, I love
the competition because even though you're all selling the same product, everybody's saying, come to me first before you go to the other person because we have the better rates than the other. It's interesting,
Yeah, but you see, as she mentioned, she was talking about initial deposit of about 5,000, but even 30 Ghana cedis is okay. Or its equivalent, it's okay to start such an account. And then again, with the benefits, it's about the same. Free ATM card for you. You have all the internet services. You pay only 5 cedis for that. Comes with its additional, benefits like the e-alert, your statement online, and all those things. So we are highly competitive, and so that's why everybody's running to EcoBank. And our advice, you tell all your friends abroad, your family abroad, to actually patronize this exciting diaspora account.
If you're watching us live on the internet, I knew initially we're having some problems, but as it goes on, we'll try and fix the issues up. Then it's the MoneyGram Live on Air program that is looking at how Ghanaians in the diaspora can still have access to banking products here in Ghana and connect to them. If you listen to us on radio, then it's Asempa FM because MoneyGram in partnership with Asempa FM is bringing you this program to see how we can connect in Ghanaians abroad when it comes to banking for Ghanaians out there. This is MoneyGram on Air and cannot be brought to you by any fine, better money transfer service. A better way to connect people around the world and actually transfer your money. That is MoneyGram. So we'll be moving to our last round of questions and we'll also be picking some comments from our viewers on the internet and also on radio. So again, when you engage, what has been some of the feedback from your clients who are using some of these products? Let me first start with Madam Sally. Yeah.
Very exciting, especially when they have their own relationship officers who can attend to them immediately or promptly. You have the details of your relationship officer. You just have to send a mail and promptly you are attended to. You can phone your relationship officer for any service that you want the bank to provide. And it's really exciting. It's exciting them. In America, the customers are just flooding in. From UK, they are flooding in. Germany, Holland, they are flooding in. From France, they are flooding in. Because, the package is just an exciting package. It's so sweet. It's so good. Starting an account with the equivalent of about 30 cedis, charging you, if it's a current account, 10 cedis, a flat fee of 10 cedis, 5 cedis on all the e-services. It's really exciting, and they are excited about it.
I believe you're a relationship manager for these people. I mean, you wouldn't be sleeping looking at the flood of message you're talking about.
We are really passionate about. We own it. EcoBank, the relationship officers, they own the role, and so they are excited with passion, and we are getting all the services right for our customers.
Ajua, can I have access to investment instruments like T-bills and the other ones that you at Stanbic opening up to Ghanaians in the diaspora? Or when it comes to these T-bills, it's just restricting it to local investors and local indigents?
For Ghanaians who live in the diaspora, they are able to access T-bills. They also are able to access fixed deposits and other investment products that we have at the bank.
I see, and therefore the same applies to EcoBank
Yes.
as well.
So we offer
do I
free-
have access to all
That's
those
right.
things? Yeah.
That's right. And to add to that, we offer free advisory services so that if your money is so much in your account and the interest that is supposed to earn is not too much, we can advise you to move it to a better product line.
Does the same thing applies to other investment instruments as well? Is it that they are tailored to indigents, or if, for instance, Stanbic has maybe a call account or something else, do these same Ghanaians outside have access or will get access to these products?
Absolutely. Ghanaians abroad can also have access to call accounts. They also have access to our investment advisory services as well. The one thing, though, that they could also do that I know my colleague also talked about is they have a dedicated person who also is going to act as their point of contact with the bank. We do have a 24-hour call center for our dedicated specifically for our customers who are abroad, because we know that there are times that your relationship manager is asleep. They need to sleep to wake up to come to work the next morning. So we do have our call center that's open 24/7 to attend to their needs. And there is the Heartland Banking at stanbic.com email address that they can send any request to as well. And that's when we act on as soon as we get them.
Very soon we'll be picking comments from our listeners on radio and also those who are connecting to us live on the internet. Basically, be it your comments, your views that you have, we'll connect you very, very, very soon. The program is the MoneyGram on Air, and it's in partnership with Asempa FM. So if you listen to us on radio and you want to connect and drop us your comments, is welcome. And also if you're listening to us or monitoring us on the internet, your views and your comments are also welcome. I am your host. My name is George Afin. I've been joined in here by two distinguished personalities who knows what it means when it comes to the whole business of diaspora banking. That is Sally Nyakopon, Head of Domestic Collection and Credit Monitoring, and also diaspora banking at manager, let me just say, at EcoBank. We also have Diaspora. She's manager executive and diaspora banking at Stanbic Bank. So your views, your comments, we'll be picking them very, very soon. Let me move to Madam Sally. In the situation where this person passes away, there have been issues and the whole debate about what happens to the account of that person who is dead. And that person has maybe, let's just say, about $10,000, something, that account. What happens?
You know, in filling your form, you do indicate the next of kin. And so if, in the case of the demise of a customer, all that we need to see is the letters of administration, and then we take it from there.
And also, Ajua, what happens in this case as well if I was operating an account at Stanbic Bank and then maybe there was a problem, I passed off? What happens?
We also have in our application form for you to indicate who your next of kin is. So, being the relationship, once we get the letters of administration or any authority from the probate court, then we can go ahead and process it and give the benefits as due to whoever is stated on there as the next of kin.
So if you have just tuned in, it's the MoneyGram on Air program in partnership with Asempa FM. Now, let me come to Madam Sally, and I would ask you that for you, how has it been to be part of this whole program in partnership with MoneyGram? I know there are several money transfer services out there, but what does it bring to you in terms of being part of MoneyGram? Let me start with Ajua. How do you make out this product and service offering that you are sending to your clients through the platform of MoneyGram?
Thank you. I think MoneyGram has given us a very great platform where we're both targeting the same kind of customers, people who live in the diaspora. So this platform obviously provides us an opportunity for us to advertise what is out here. I used to live in the US, and I lived there for about 10 years. And being over there, I had my own perceptions about what banking was in Ghana. Having been here, I can assure those who are out there who are looking to save here that it is actually real and is safe. And there's a fantastic bouquet of products that you can benefit from as a Diaspora customer.
Madam Sally, anything you want to share with us?
Same.
Okay. Now, we announced earlier on that we are picking comments and views from those who are monitoring us live on the internet, and also those who listen to us on our partner station for this program, that is a Senpai FM. And already there are questions that are in, and I'll be throwing this open to all of you. Anybody who wants to pick it up, that would be great. And the first question is coming from, is it Ikwa Brafi or Brabi? I hope I got the name right. And it says, hi, George. Well, hello, Ikwa. Nice program. Thank you so much. Please, can I have access to my account from Amsterdam if I operate with Stanbic Bank or EcoBank?
Yes, for sure.
Let me start with you first. Yeah.
Yes, for sure. Because we have this internet product, and that gives you the opportunity to access your account 24/7. You're on top of your balance. All the transactions, you're on top of that. So wherever you are, you can have access to your account.
Does the same thing applies to Stanbic Bank?
Absolutely. So we're giving our customers the ability to bank wherever they are in the world with our internet banking web portal. So they can log in, you can transfer funds between your accounts, you can manage it, you can just keep a day-to-day and a minute-to-minute update of your account. So you're empowered and you know exactly what's going on at any point in time.
You know, through the power of the internet, you are connecting to Ghanaians all over the world, and that's why it's interesting that we bring their comments in. John Fosu from Texas says, this question goes to Ajua again, and is it possible to give my brother my account number to access my account?
Okay, so in response to you, you can give your brother your account. However, we will not give information about your account to a third party unless you have some sort of written agreement with us to say that we should give account, but they can't act on your behalf without us contacting you.
Some of the restrictions in trying to protect this product offering that you are extended with all these laws about money laundering, anti-money laundering, and all those things. I believe that all these safeguards are in to protect those who own these accounts.
Absolutely. A power of attorney that is notarized can be sent. It has to be the paper copy, and you have to send it to the bank. And once we have that from you, then that's fine. The third party, though, cannot come in with a power of attorney stating that. It has to come from the customer.
I hope I got, is it from Madison or is it from Moscow? And that says, it's coming from Kojo, and it says, Georgia, thank you, Kojo. How can I pay money into my account here in Ghana? I mean, I think irrespective of where it's coming from, Madam Sally, if I am somewhere in South Africa and I want to transfer money into my account, can you walk me through the process of putting that money in the account here in Ghana?
Right. I believe for sure that the customer probably have an account with a bank in South Africa. So all you need to do is that you have to do a direct transfer from your account from South Africa to your account in Ghana. We give you our SWIFT code, that is ECOGAG. And so you use our SWIFT code, that is, and then your account number, and then the transfer is done for you. And if you also want to transfer some money from your account from Ghana, within 24 hours, it can be done. You will receive your money before that.
If you listen to us on radio, then it has to be at Senpai FM, because the MoneyGram on Air program is in partnership with our station on the internet as well as on the Google Hangout. And this is the MoneyGram on Air program, a program that is designed to help Ghanaians in the diaspora on how they can connect home through the various accounts that are open here. And there cannot be any better money transfer service partner to support this program than MoneyGram, the safer way to transfer your money wherever that you are. So let's still move on, because the questions are interesting. They're coming in fast and true. And it's coming from Kojo Wilson in Hamburg, or is it Hamburg or Hamburg? You know, the place where you find a lot of Ghanaians there, and you can get all the dish and the local food that you want. But it says, dear George, can I monitor my transaction via the internet banking, mobile banking here in Hamburg or Hamburg?
Yeah, I think we've already answered that question. Via the internet, it makes the world a very small place, a global village, and so you can easily do that.
Ajua, I know for locally, I mean, if I bank with a bank, Stanbic, and I'm connected to? Is it the internet account when I subscribe to it? If there's anything on my account, I get an alert.
Yeah.
Does the same thing applies to Kojo Wilson in Hamburg?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
We have internet banking, all our transactions linked on internet banking, and anything going on through, you're notified through SMS alerts, even in the UK, even in Hamburg.
Because that's a question I was coming to you, because it has to do with the internet services and all those things being far away in a different continent. I know with the power of the internet, that's why we are connecting to a lot of Ghanaians wherever they are on the globe. Does the same thing applies to a banking product, that any transaction, even if even 1 peso has been taken off my account and I'm far away in Moscow, I will get an alert?
Yes, you would get an SMS alert. You can also sign up for email alerts. So you can be notified both ways, either or, whatever combination you prefer. But you will be able to get SMS alerts.
Let's see Anoche from Belgium. And you didn't tell me where you're banking, because it wasn't mentioned here, but it's still on the same discussion. Now, if I open an account in Ghana last year, but I'm not receiving my statement, can you mail it to me in abroad? Anoche from Belgium. You didn't tell us the kind of bank that you bank with, but Ajua, help me. Can I get it mailed to me if I'm in Belgium?
We can definitely mail you your statement. However, you have access to it 24/7 online. You can get it instantly on internet banking. So why wait for the physical mail? You can get it right away through internet banking.
In trying to connect to people and trying to explain to them on how the transactions, and because I mean, I have my granny, she always wants her bank statement.
Right.
She wants to sit down and do the taking 1, 2, and then 3 and all those things. Is it a little bit of a challenge in trying to move to a different age of transaction and still trying to make sure that Akosia Mansa in Milan, in Paris, still is asking for her hard copies every transaction than the internet banking and the mobile banking, Sally?
Yeah, it's amazing how you find out that even your customers are very, very intelligent, very knowledgeable on top of the banking services and all the transactions. And if I had a granny like that, who is probably used to the old system, or I mean, the old school granny, and who wants to see the statement. It's so simple. Internet banking, you access your account, your statement, and just have a printer by you, print it. So it doesn't really matter whether the granny is in Belgium, is in Holland, is in France, wherever. I mean, it's online, and the person can access the statement, print it out, and then just like being posted to her. But I wouldn't advise for the posting of a mail 3 days, 1 week, when you can instantly have your statement.
Ajua, how challenging is for you in dealing with those kind of clients who still want those hard mail transactions than the internet banking? Because it comes through the phone and I don't even know how to open it. Right. It comes through the phone and I have some challenges in trying to get the fine details right. For you, having clients in the diaspora who will still demand the hard copies, how interesting is it for you or challenging for you at the bank? Because you want the real-time notification than delaying it and sending it through the mail to that woman in France.
Yeah. I think it just creates an opportunity for us to educate our customers. Mm-hmm. Because I understand that they do want the paper statement, and they can get that if they download it simply on our internet platform. We can, as a courtesy, print out the paper and send it to our customers who are challenged. However, for simplicity's sake and for speed, because usually they're looking for it to prove something, that I have these funds somewhere, and usually time is of the essence. Mm-hmm. So we can walk them. We have the time to walk them through how to sign on online. We have a step-to-step brochure on how to actually sign on to internet banking. And if you're looking for a statement, how to download it off. And our 24-hour call center is also, we have representatives who are very patient, who will walk you through how to sign on online. And it's very simple. I know in this age of technology, some people still shy away from it. But we're getting to the time in the world where it's almost like you're going to be left behind if you don't jump on the bandwagon. So definitely, it's an opportunity to educate our customers about how the world is changing and how they need to hop on quick.
Charlie, how are you also convincing those clients, the diaspora who have products with you, that the internet is the way to go.
Yeah, like she said, it's same with EcoBank. The education continues. With our contact center, they are well trained, they are excellent, they are professionals, and so 24/7 they are online talking to them, and then, as she mentioned, the step-to-step is being applied. But then, if it is what the customer demands or wants, that no, I know all these, but then I still want you to send me my statement by mail, we will also do that, or we do that.
There are a lot of money transfers around the world, but I tell you, there's no better place or better system to wire your money to your relatives down here in Ghana than MoneyGram. The better way to send money across the world, wherever that you are, whichever country that you are, it has to be MoneyGram. And the program is MoneyGram on Air in partnership with Asempa FM, connecting with all those Ghanaians wherever you are on the continent. I know you listen to us, be it on radio or monitoring us on the internet. How do we make sure that Ghanaians in the diaspora can have access to the accounts here in Ghana? That is the Diaspora Bank and the products on offering for a lot of Ghanaians out there. This is MoneyGram on Air. And my name is Georgia Afe. I am your host, and I have distinguished personalities here, Madam Sally and then Ajua, Stanbic Bank, and then EcoBank. So let's try and move on as we still try and invite comments from those of us who are monitoring, those who are watching live on the internet, and those who are listening on radio, that is through Asempa FM, that is the MoneyGram on Air. Now, for a lot of these money transfer services, and you're on MoneyGram and all those things, for you, marketing these products to Ghanaians in the diaspora, what are some of the platforms that you're also using to engage people outside to try and wire the money through this platform that is MoneyGram? Yeah.
So for us at Stanbic, we use a referral system. We have a whole lot of customers who have relatives outside. So we use our customers as our mouthpiece to say, whenever you need to transfer funds, do use MoneyGram because it's fast and efficient. We also use our Facebook page to advertise MoneyGram. So, but our most efficient way is through our customers. They do reach out more, and they do have also relatives outside.
And to say, you have a friend who say that, Mama, bet me the scanner for MoneyGram now.
That's right.
It's still the word of mouth thing working for you as a commercial bank using this platform for remittance business.
That's right. We do. We're using the platform, and then apart from that, we in collaboration with MoneyGram. We do a lot of marketing programs outside Ghana. We go out there. We go to the diaspora, and then one-on-one or in. For instance, we were in Chicago during the Ghana Fest, where all the tribes or ethnic groups come together, and it's a very good opportunity for us to market our products. We were in New York. We participated in the party in the park quite recently, about 2 months ago.
There's one also in London as well that they do.
Yes.
I don't know whether you tried to.
We were there last 2 months, and it was very interesting. Some of the points that EcoBank also uses as that when we go to London, places like London, normally we go to Archway, where we have our High Commission, and then we interact to the Ghanaians or with the Ghanaians in collaboration with, the embassy over there. And then the platform is as well used. So we encourage them, the customers, to be excited about MoneyGram as a platform where they can even send down money to their families, and then they can also do the deposit or direct into their accounts.
Ajua, your final words for the Ghanaians in the diaspora, your final words for them.
Okay. I would say banking in Ghana is not as scary, and forget the horror stories that people say. You can safely bank in Ghana, and you will be able to achieve your dreams. Because I know some of you are looking to come back home, just like I have. And you can save money and achieve the goals that you want to. So you can definitely do it. So with Diaspora Banking, it's just the first step of the many steps back home. So go ahead and open a Diaspora Bank with Stanbic.
Sally, your final thoughts.
Yeah. And many people have been disappointed by giving monies to families, friends, to do projects for them and also to deposit into the account. They have been disappointed. But we are advising that use the platform, use our product, the EcoBank Diaspora account, which is direct. and then your money will be safe in your account. Thank you.
Well, soon such exciting thing has to come to an end, and we'd like to thank all those who have contributed to this program, our entire guests, those who know the business and appreciate the business. Madam Sally Nyakopon is Head of Domestic Collections, Credit Monitoring, and also a Diaspora Account Manager at EcoBank. Thank you so much. Madam Adjoa Safuakomi, Manager Executive and Diaspora Banking at Stanbic Bank. Thank you so much. And also to those who watched us on the internet platforms, those who listened to us also on our Empire FM. It was the MoneyGram on Air program. I'd like to thank all those who put this together, your views, your comments, and also MoneyGram as well. No better place to send money across the world. They've supported this program. I'd like to say thank you so much, and FCBA Media for those who put this program together. Immense thanks to you. And you know, this program will be back again to address all your concerns relating to banking here in Ghana and for those who are outside there. My name is George Wiafe. I was your host for this program. Have a good evening.